What's going on, chat? This is your shoe, Versace made it, also known as Versace. Welcome to the 1L Real Talk Show. Man, we're doing a reaction video on these crazy lunatics, okay? This is Trump to be sentenced July 11, days before the thing, right? Okay. I don't know where they took this person out. Maxine Waters. She's a very disgusting pig. Racist pig. Sorry, let me fix that. A very disgusting racist pig. That's what she is. Anybody that tries to divide the country between black and white, left and right, I'm going to disrespect you. That's the beautiful of freedom of speech. You're a piece of shit of human being. You do absolutely shit for the black community. You guys in the Democratic Party have ruined and brought this country down to the shit. I'm not defending the Republicans because Republicans done even crazy shit too. But the beautiful thing about the Republican people is they're just scammers. They scam people for money. All they want is money. You guys, on the other hand, take the money to create more chaos so you guys can create more laws and you guys can stay in office longer. See the difference? One side, it smiles at you because they want the money from you to be rich. Okay? Democratic Party gives you guys money. You give them money. They smile at your face. As soon as you turn around, they backstabbing you. And then they make you look like the racist. Let's watch this video.
I am going to spend some time with the criminal justice system, with the justice system, asking them, tell us what's going on with the domestic terrorists. Are they preparing a civil war against us? Should we be concerned about our safety? What is he doing with this divisive language? It is dangerous, and we're going to have to make sure that we understand that we're not at risk with this man talking in the way that he's doing.
Okay, this video came
I've said it, and I'll say it again because I need...
September 15th. So this is new. Maxine Waters. Last year, Maxine Waters, co-supporter for President Trump, domestic terrorist. Okay.
I think it needs to be echoed until they get it through their fat skulls. The mainstream media is frickin' public enemy number one right now. Just the clips you just ran of these people from the New York Times and these other nut houses they call media establishments. It's absolutely freaking ridiculous.
This is the gayest generation.
And then they say
in
that,
American
Charlie
history.
Kirk, God bless him, by the way, his wife, kids, that, he's inciting this, he's inciting that. I'm someone who understands better than anyone as being a very vocal Trump supporter from day one. They've called me a racist Nazi for years now. I mean, go look up a few facts about my life, my children, where everything. But other people start to echo this. Just people who write dumb articles who think, I'm trash and I hate my music, and they say he's just a racist Nazi. And, this starts to build and build and build. So you get these nut house kids who are doing nothing but playing video games, watching these occult movies that are all over our streaming services, that won't go outside to play any sports or anything. And, then they think they're going to do something good. I'm going to go kill a Nazi. I'm going to go kill a racist. And they're literally mentally deranged. We need to bring the frickin' nut houses back.
Yeah, you're incentivizing these loner kids to take shots so they can be...
It's too much. And now look at this. This is the other thing. Look at this. My kids is trans. My sister's kids are trans. Every kid I know is trans and proud. How is this even cool, bro? You should be embarrassed and disgusted. And I guarantee you, it looks like the mother injected this shit to her kids. And again, to each his own. You raise your kid as you want. But when your kids start getting... don't say nothing.
The mental difference between the cancel culture that the left engages in and the quote-unquote canceling that the right is doing in the wake of Charlie's assassination and the left's celebration of it. The difference is that the left will cancel you for saying objectively true, good, and normal things. To the extent that the right cancels you, it'll be for saying objectively abhorrent, perverse, and sick things. And this distinction matters. As I've said for years, the problem with the left's attack on speech is not just that they're attacking speech, but that they're attacking true and right speech. They want you to be fired for saying, for example, that men can't have babies and women don't have penises. The problem isn't simply that they're trying to get you fired for saying something. It's that they're trying to get you fired for saying the most basic and true things that it's possible for a person to say. The left's war on speech is not a war just on speech. It's a war on truth. They want to punish truth. And that will always be worse. Obviously, significantly worse.
So
there is a difference.
So check this out. When I do these reactions or I upload anything on any of my platform, I'm going to keep repeating it and keep saying it. Everything I upload is for educational purpose only. We're not here to bully or harass anyone. Now, when you guys start disrespecting God, violating God, pushing this weird transgender, gay, fucking groper vibe towards us normal people, that's when I start making videos swearing, going crazy, adding to everything, right? I know I got to start fixing my vocabulary because sometimes I let my my feelings take the best of me to an extent that I start blocking out the things that I want to really say, but it comes out the wrong way. At the end of the day, we're here together. We have to live together, no matter how you look at it, right? We're always going to be somehow around each other. Let's just respect our boundaries. You guys stay in your little private closet area. We stay out your way. You stay ours. But the problem is you guys cross the line too many times, okay? I'm not here to tell people to create violence, but I said this last night. God forbid Uncle Trump's or anybody from the Republican side that gets attacked again, all gloves are off. There's people right now ready to march and start destroying all these gay communities. Because, bro, enough is enough. You guys, and then look how stupid they are. They go to Steam, a gaming application, thinking like, bro, all these internet secret apps for you to talk privately. Bro, there's nothing privately. Our government run all this shit. Like, what do you think? They're going to put something out or create something without getting permission? Don't you know when you create an app or anything of computer stuff, you have to go through a government thing to get authorized so you can get paid for what you created? Like, you can just come with some shit at home and expect the world just to jump on it without the federal government or the government itself, like, tap into your little secret conversation app. Like, you guys are dumb.
Difference in kind between the statement, men aren't women, and the statement, Charlie Kirk deserved to die because he was a fascist, Nazi, racist bigot. What's the difference?
America deserved 9/11.
Well, the first statement is the most obviously true thing that anyone can ever say. The second statement is a demented, deranged, perverse, sick, evil, wicked, horrendous, outrageous lie that not only smears the good name of an innocent man, but also implicitly encourages violence against the millions of people who agree with his politics. That's the difference. And the idea that we can't advocate social consequences against the latter statement without also accepting or approving of such consequences for the former statement is asinine. The idea that society must treat all speech exactly the same, as if it's impossible to distinguish between banal everyday truth and the deranged hallucinatory rantings of bloodthirsty sociopathic hobgoblins, is totally ludicrous. Now, I don't think that such ranting should be made illegal. I don't think that the people celebrating Charlie's death should be banned by the government from saying those things. But I do think it's good that these people lose their jobs. It's good that they are shamed and humiliated and must live with the repercussions for the rest of their lives. It's good if they wake up every day until they die wishing they had not said what they said. That's what I want. I want them to wake up every single day and the first thing they think is, my God, I wish I hadn't said that. It took my entire life off the rails. Everything has changed for the worse because I had to go and say the most vile and disgusting thing that anyone can ever say. I want that to be the first thought in their head every day when they wake up. We cannot have a civilized and decent society unless there are severe social consequences for people who express publicly these kinds of sentiments. Okay, because these people are barbarians. They are savages and should be treated as such. Free speech does not mean that we should act with anything but revulsion and disgust to people who say revolting and disgusting things and who in turn reveal themselves to be revolting and disgusting human beings. I'll take that nurse I mentioned earlier. Just think about this. Upon seeing that a man with a wife and 2 young children have been shot in the throat on stage, her first reaction was to cuss out his kids and his mother and gloat about the murder. Now, that sort of statement, look, I know we're all desensitized from being on the internet, but you have to understand, I mean, that is not just an expression of an opinion. That is a revelation of her character, and it is the character of someone who is barely human at this point, barely has a soul. You know, it's a character of someone who is unfit to live among civilized people, of someone who should be shunned and shamed and alienated by society. Not through force of law, not through legislation or legal consequence, certainly not through violence, but through social rejection. Because people who cuss out the children of men who are murdered on live TV deserve to be socially rejected. Because monsters should be treated like monsters, and she is a monster. Now, the left may now say that even if it doesn't infringe on free speech rights to fire someone for saying something abhorrent, that even so, we should have more grace and forgiveness.
What are your thoughts on this, guys? Let me know in the comments. Matt Waltz. And we had that dumb racist bitch. I forgot her name. But yeah, subscribe to the channel. We got more stuff coming out. They just texted me, so I apologize. I have an appointment I forgot about. But I'll be right back. I have 10 videos that I'm uploading here at the 1L Real Talk. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys. Let's get this channel going. We want to get to 100,000 subscribers by January 1st. That is the goal.